What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Y. This is episode number 27, and finally we're getting back into this playthrough. I know it's been a while and you guys have been asking for this, and I've just kind of been caught up with the trying to keep up on the 2 Wi-Fi battles a day for you guys, but I had some extra time to record this, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. You're going to have to bear with me a little bit though, because I have no idea what I'm doing in this gym. I really don't. Anytime there's a transporting thing where we have to go through the different warp panels and that kind of stuff, I'm absolutely terrible at it. I have no idea what's going on. I will probably go to the same room multiple times, and I might not even notice that I'm doing that. I hate these things. I can't keep track of it. I don't know what it is. They destroy me. They absolutely destroy me. But yeah, as a recap here, we are in Laver City, taking on the Fairy Gym. And I honestly don't even know how many of these trainers we've actually fought up until this point, but I guess we're going to find out. It's been way too long since I've recorded this. Way too long. I apologize for that, by the way. I know some of you guys really do like this series. But yeah, that is that. Hopefully I can get some more episodes going for you guys on a little bit more of a regular basis. It's been like 3 weeks since I've uploaded anything. It may have actually been longer than that. Don't want that to be the case anymore, so I'm hoping that we can do at least like maybe 1 episode a week, if not more than that. That would be great. Nonetheless, we have a battle here. So I haven't been in this room yet. We're going to start off with Whiskers, because why not? Whiskers owns this gym, especially Klefki, who is actually weak to the fire move, so we're going to go for Flamethrower, because why not? As he goes for the Imprison, because yeah, I'm carrying all the same moves that Klefki normally does. That is a sure thing. Klefki goes down to that Flamethrower, so that is cool beans. And we'll see what else this person has. Most likely fairy types, obviously, but there's quite a few, so could be anything, really. And Lucario grew up to level 43, so that is a good time. Curlia is coming in next. Don't know why it's not fully evolved at this point. I mean, Curlia evolves into Gardevoir at level 30, I believe. Could be wrong about that, but it's around there. So why would you not evolve your Curlia? Curlia is incredibly frail. So I can pretty much just kill it with anything. I'm just going to bring in Fraxter. I guess I can just go for the Poison Jab. It will be super effective. To be honest, I could probably kill it with an X-Scissor. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, it's not stab or anything. It's not like I'm fully evolved, but oh well. The Curlia goes down to that Poison Jab, so that was pretty cool, and I believe she has one more Pokemon. She does. It's going to be Granbull, and these things can carry the Intimidate. I believe they can also have Quick Feet as their other ability. Not positive. I really want to start using a Granbull competitively, and I believe that Granbull is acceptable in PU, and I really want to get into PU, so I kind of need to like get on that and start breeding some more Pokemon. I really do. I've been saying that for a while, but I seriously do. Seriously do. And he goes for the Lick. I didn't see an Intimidate, unless I just missed it. So maybe he's Quick Feet? I don't know. But he survives the Surf sometimes, so if you want to lick me, I'm going to lick you. I'm going to lick you right on your stupid face. Take that. Down he goes to the Lick. And that is it for this battle. So that was an interesting battle. Very interesting battle. I don't mind fairy types, to be honest. I really don't. I do think that they should have an extra weakness, though. I feel like, well, I don't know about weakness, but maybe something else that resists their attacking type, because only fire and poison and fairy resist, not fairy, and steel resist fairy typing. I feel like there should be another type that resists it, because they only have 2 weaknesses and only 3 things that resist it, and then nothing that's immune to it. It just seems a little bit too good, because, you know, electric types, they only have the 1 weakness with ground types, but they have ground type Pokemon that are also immune to electric attacks completely, and then they only are effective, or super effective rather, on water and flying. So it's not nearly as crazy when you've got the fairy types that can destroy dragon types, and I don't know, and fighting and dark, all of which are very common. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Not entirely sure. But anyway, Slurpuff goes down to Whiskers here, so that is a good time for us. I feel like we're actually starting to make a little bit of progress here, because we're actually encountering trainers that I haven't fought before, not warping back to the entrance, so that is definitely a win. And we're actually here at the gym leader, so that was not too bad. Only took us an extra 5 minutes. I guess I can't complain. And I'm going to use a super potion here on Whiskers because why not? We want him to have the most possible health for this battle. And the downside to this is that Rivalry is not going to be our friend in this battle because we do have a female gym leader. She's most likely going to have female Pokemon, and that reflects negatively on our Rivalry issue. I really don't like the Rivalry ability at all. It has a decent niche, I guess, even competitively, but I don't know. I don't like how it works, I guess. I guess that's what it comes down to. So she's going to start off with Mawile, and it's not going to be Mega or anything like that. We don't have to worry about Megas. This is the storyline. We don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Going to go for the work up here because we're going to need it to combat the lowering of our special attack due to the Rivalry. He's going to go for the Iron Defense, which will mean absolutely nothing for us. And we can go straight for the Flamethrower, and it actually is enough to KO the Mawile. So it ended up not being a problem at all. Whiskers is going to grow up to level 43, which is fantastic. And nobody else seems to want to grow a level, so that's fine, I suppose. In comes the Mr. Mime, also a female. So I guess I really don't have any reason to go for anything but Flamethrower here. I guess I could go for Hyper Voice. It's the same base power. Light Screen. Oh, that is not what I wanted to see from you, Mr. Mime. I wanted you to attack me. Why couldn't you just use the Magical Leaf? And the Hyper Potion is real. So I don't even know if this is going to... Oh, it is going to be still a 2-hit KO. I'm killing you with a headbutt. You were getting destroyed with a headbutt. I also don't know why I said Hyper Voice because I don't know Hyper Voice yet. I do learn it, though, at some point. Sometime soon, I think. But I guess just wishful thinking. I really want to use a Pyroar competitively. That seems like it could be PU or NU or something like very, very lower tiered. Because it's really just not that great of a Pokemon. It has an amazing, amazing design, but its stats and abilities fall short to be able to be used viably in a competitive metagame. Other than like PU or NU. So that is unfortunate. Rapidash is another Fire-type Pokemon that I feel fits into that category. Fantastic design, such a cool Pokemon, and it just really isn't able to shine at all because of that. And it actually doesn't have that bad of a move pool either. And its stats aren't terribly bad on the attacking end because, you know, Rapidash can go for physical or special moves. It's got Mega Horn, it's got Fire Blast, it's got Flamethrower, it's got Flame Charge to raise its speed. It's got, what else? Did I say Mega Horn already? I probably did. It gets Solar Beam too, so it's a cool Pokemon. I wish some of these Pokemon were a little bit more viable on or in higher tiers, but oh well, I'm just blabbering here. Out comes the Sylveon. It's going to try to swift me to death, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. We're just going to keep going for Flamethrower. Eventually, this Light Screen is just not going to be able to hold up. In fact, it may have actually dissipated looking at that damage while I was blabbering. That is a possibility. I'm going to go for a workup here in case you wanted to go for a Hyper Potion, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. You're just going to keep going for Swift, and that doesn't really do that much damage at all. Only about 30 HP worth, and that's pretty much nothing. So we're going to finish off this Sylveon with a Headbutt, and with that, we are going to have, I believe, 6 badges now. I actually lost track of how many badges we have, but I'm pretty sure it is 6, so that is it. Valerie, you are finished. You are finished. That was a fine battle. I shall reward you with the Fairy Badge. They could not come up with a better name for it. I feel like the Pixie Badge would be a nice name for it, but oh well. Pokemon up to level 80, rather, are going to now obey us. Not that I'm trading Pokemon anytime soon. And she's going to give us TM99, which is Dazzling Gleam, which is the only Fairy-type TM, and it has a base power of 80, it's a special attack, 100% accuracy. It's a great move, especially for Pokemon that need coverage moves like Alakazam and Espeon even, and I think Vileplume can even get it now. And what else? Starmie gets Dazzling Gleam, just an interesting move, takes out some interesting types with, you know, Dark and Fighting and Dragon. A lot of times Ice Beam can be more useful just because dragons tend to be 4 times weak to ice, But especially with those Pokemon like Scrafty that have the fighting and dark types, and Hydreigon that have dragon and dark, Dazzling Gleam can really get you some one-hit KOs pretty easily. So that is that. Alright, let's get ourselves healed up here. Then we're going to head on over to the Pokeball Factory, because we have to basically just meet Shauna and what's his face, Trevor over there. We also have to kick Team Flare out of there because they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing. As usual, they're meddling in everything. It's really getting on my nerves. But yeah, we get to battle some more Team Flare grunts, which is always fun. Always fun. I don't think we're going to finish this whole area in this episode, but we're going to try to get as far as we can here. Alright, so what's up, guys? He'll let us go in. You'll see. I don't know what she's talking about, but apparently they're just going to run off to the entrance of the Pokeball Factory. And there is the rest of our group. What are you guys doing? Did Shawnee and Trevs? Shawnee? What? I thought Shauna already was like a nickname. Interesting, but there she goes, and there goes Trevor, and a Team Flare grunt is chasing them. So that is kind of fun, I guess. Run, guys, run! Run! So we need to go check out what's going on inside the Pokeball Factory now that there's nobody guarding the entrance. But first, we're going to check to see if there's any items over here. I'm sure there is. I don't know what it could be, though. I don't think it's a TM. Why can't I go in there? My goodness. My goodness! Mazes are not my friend. So we picked up a Max Ether right there, and that is not really going to be too useful. And skating through this maze is not very simple, I'll be honest. I'm not good at skating through mazes. It just doesn't work out for me. Oh, there is actually something over here. I figured there'd be some kind of item back here. It turns out to be a Dusk Ball. I'm sure I'll get to use that at some point. And it works really well at night. Works really well in caves as well. So, yeah, I'm sure we can use that. There is an item over there. It's just a matter of getting to it now. If I can find the way. There we go. And it is a Max Revive, so that is pretty awesome. I will definitely put that to good use. And it doesn't look like there's anything else over here for us to get. I don't believe there are any more items, so we are good to head on. Oh, wait. We have a hidden item here somewhere. Is it in the maze? Did I seriously miss it in there? I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense for it to be right there at a dead end. Oh, Game Freak, you're so tricky. So we picked up the Hyper Potion. Again, that is something that I will use. I do go through Hyper Potions pretty quick, especially towards the end of the game. And time for some Team Flare action. Can't that idiot outside even handle guard duty? Sheesh. So sorry, but we're not offering tours right now. Is it time for a battle? Oh, I guess not. With a red suit like that, you must be a member of Team Flare, right? Did you have to take a part-time job at the Pokeball Factory to pay for that ugly suit? Oh, burn! Serena just burned your ass. Oh my goodness. Somebody please give this lady a burn heal. Ouch. Ouch. Alright, well I guess we don't have to battle her. So we might as well go battle this guy. We're going to have to battle him at some point anyway, so we might as well just battle him now. Get him out of the way. And, yeah. So, Team Flare Grunt. None of these grunts ever have names. Never have names. In comes the Toxicroak. And that is his only Pokemon. I don't know if they normally have dry skin or if it's anticipation. If it was anticipation, I guess it wouldn't go off because I don't have any super effective moves. So it could be dry skin for all I know, but regardless, the flamethrower is going to take this thing out, so I guess it doesn't matter either way. And we took really no damage from that Sucker Punch whatsoever, only about 20 HP worth. I know it's not stab, but Toxicroak has decent attack power. Oh well. That was a fairly easy battle. We can't get around this guy, though, so we're going to have to take the long way up, which is manipulating these conveyor belts, and you can't run while you're on them. It just kind of just takes you for a ride, and wherever you get off is where you get off. You don't really have a choice. So, at this point, time for another Team Flare Grunt battle. This one has two Pokemon, and he's going to start off with a Mightyena. Probably Intimidate, I guess. No, not Intimidate. I guess they also still have, whatchamacallit? What is the name of that ability? Quick Feet. But that's not going to mean anything for us Whiskers is going to go in there and set that little doggy on fire with a flamethrower. Down goes the Mightyena. Whiskers grows up to level 44, which is fantastic. And Shinobi is going to grow up to level 45. Fracture is going to grow up to level 45. And Golbat is going to be the next Pokemon. So, we could switch out here. We could switch out to Aurorus, I suppose. That seems doable, because both of my stab moves are going to be super effective on this thing. Should be able to one-shot it. And we're about to grow up to level 45. And I love using Aurorus, yet another Pokemon that I would love to use competitively, but I don't have one bred with the right IVs or anything like that. I should get on that as well. There's so many things that I need to breed that I want to bring to competitive battles, but it just takes an incredible amount of time. Haven't gotten around to it. Anyway, the Golbat goes down to that Icy Wind very easily, and somehow I outsped, even though Aurorus is pretty darn slow. I do have that positive speed nature, though. I think I'm timid. And we're going to grow up to level 45. Golurk is going to grow up to level 45. And somebody else grew up to level 44. That may have been Lucario. I didn't catch the name. I'm just scrolling through things too fast. Too fast. I'm just jamming that A button. That is something that has come back to bite me in the butt quite a few times throughout my video gaming career. I just love to mash the A button and skip through everything. And a lot of times I'll just miss what's actually happening. That's what I do. I don't know. I never learned. Never learned. Okay, so this is going to take us all the way to the end of the conveyor belt onto the other side of the room, so that part is cool. I don't know why I just tried to get on my bike. Or was that even my bike? I don't know. I don't even know what button I pressed, to be honest. No, it wasn't my bike. I don't think I have that registered. It had to be my dowsing machine. Alright, another Team Flare Grunt battle here against, well, a Team Flare Grunt. Duh. They're going to send out a Scraggy, level 36. We've got Whiskers. Flamethrower is going to be the end of this Scraggy's life. Goodbye, Scraggy. Goodbye, Scraggy. Alright, so we're going to not grow up to any levels at all, and Mightyena will be next. I'm pretty sure I could just kill it with a Flamethrower, but I'm going to switch out because why not? We've been using Whiskers this entire episode. In comes our lovely Lucario, who was in fact the one that grew up to level 44 in the last battle, and we're going to go for a Force Palm. That's going to destroy this Mightyena's face. Goodbye. And yeah, I really wish Team Flare used some more Fire-type Pokemon. I don't feel like they use enough. I mean, you see the Houndooms every once in a while, but they have more Golbats and even like Manectric and just Poison types like Garbodor. Why are we doing that? Why? I don't know. I feel like there should be more fire types involved. I feel like that's what it should be like. Maybe in the third game that they release for the Kalos region, whether it be Pokemon Z or whatever it is, that they use more fire type Pokemon. I just think that would be cooler. So we're going to pick up the Metal Coat there, which is a held item that increases the power of Steel type moves. And it can also be used to evolve Scyther and Magneton if you give it to them as a held item and then trade them. So if you're manually making your Pokemon, that would be useful for you. Of course, if you're using Pokegen or something like that, then I guess it doesn't matter, because you just make them as their fully evolved form anyway. So that is that. So we're going to go up this little rail here, and we already battled that guy over there, so I guess we'll go this way. And this is going to lead down to the control section of the conveyor belt, and if we hit this button right here, it's going to reverse the direction, and that will allow us to get to the part that we haven't gotten to yet. But before we do that, let's go in here and see what these people have to say. I think we can heal up in here, honestly. I don't know if there's any items or anything. No, nothing. What do you have to say? Nothing. Okay, he basically just hints that we can change the direction of the conveyor belt, which I already mentioned, and that lady will heal up our Pokemon, so we are back to full health. And, oh, we have another battle here. Ball, Pokeball. Okay. Somebody is a little bit too enthusiastic about robbing a factory. Alright, so she's going to have a Swalot. Just a pure poison type. Very, very bulky, though. I do not think I can kill it in one hit with anything that I have. It would have to be Golurk. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch out Whiskers, bring out the Golurk. I also resist any poison-type stab that they want to throw at me. So I'm fine with that. They're actually just going to go for the Toxic. That is not what I wanted to see. Not at all. I mean, I can go right back and heal. I'm not that far away from it. but Toxic is not fun. So let's just go for the Bulldoze. It's super effective. I still don't know if that'll kill or not. Oh, it will. Okay. So the Swalot does go down. Swalot is such a bulky Pokemon. I've seen some PU and NU battles where it's such a tank. It gets recovery, it gets amnesia, it gets stockpile. It's way too bulky. And with Toxic and all that stuff, it can stall with the best of them. And it gets Gunk Shot too, I believe, so it's a pretty decent poison-type stab, especially because poisons, as an attacking type, has got a lot better with the introduction of fairies. So it's not just good on grass-type Pokemon anymore. Anyway, we're going to want to heal up again because of the Toxic on Golurk, which was unfortunate, but at least we were close by the healing station. And now we can go change the direction of the conveyor belt again. We don't have anything else that we can do at this point. We battled everybody that we needed to, and that'll change the direction. So now we can just head onto the conveyor, and it'll just take us the opposite direction. And I think I battled this person already, but this gives us access to the upper part of this railing, and there's going to be... yeah, we battled her already as well. So this was going to be the last area of this Pokeball factory, that is. It's not a Pokemon factory. They don't make Pokemon here. They make the Pokeballs to capture the Pokemon. Get it right! Oh, the brain farts today. I've been recording way too many videos. Anyway, we're going to stop here because we are approaching the 22-minute mark, so I think that's enough. We got quite a good amount of stuff done, so next time we will kick Team Flare out of this joint. I just said joint. Wow. Sorry about that. And then we'll move on and see what else we can do. But that is it for this time, guys, and thank you very much for watching, as always, and do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I will see you guys for the next episode, but until then, game on!